Yep. All right. Today is April 7th, 2025. Um, I was just playing around with some of the stuff today. Two, well, two things I guess. One thing I changed um yesterday, and then one thing that I changed today. So two things in a sense. Um, so let's open up the charts. Let's review the price action, and I just want to go over some levels that I had and levels that were created as the day went by, and then I'm going to take my time to just review what that price action did on, I'm going to take my time to review this idea on my previous trades to see if I can create a better strategy. Because, like I said, there's no sense. There's no point that it doesn't make sense that I was able to be profitable for um from the 4th to the 28th. Right, this is a week. There I had a bad day or so where I stopped, and then I come back on the 31st, and it just straight lost blown account. Right. So I didn't just go ahead and buy another combine. Um, I'm going to actually have to figure out what is it that I can do to help improve my trading, because it's like I did well. I followed this stuff. I went back and I reviewed all of this, all of the buying, the volume, and stuff like that. Realized that there was probably on the 31st one or two good trades that followed that rule. That didn't work out. Probably a trade I shouldn't have taken. Tuesday, I was just on the wrong side completely, and so I found something that to help fix that. Oh my goodness, I need that to stop. This is probably happening on the new indicator. Let's hide that for now. All right, yeah. So I'll go saying there's oh yeah, on the 30 on the first I was on the wrong side, and on the second I think there was like two. I think it was like probably one trade that was a good setup, and the other ones that just were forced. Right. So I kind of changed that, but the one that I really missed on here, I worked on fixing that, and then I'm working on just having better levels. Right. So what I did was that on my new indicators, I'm able to find for today. I was able to find better levels for ES and NQ. This level here held true. This 4-hour absorption with this 15-minute buy on both of them, and also I believe on VIX. So price came down to this, and I wanted to figure out how to catch this move up. Right? We came down to my level. Here we are at my level. Let me move this clock. And I said, man, I want to figure out how to get long in here. Right? We're at the level. VIX has not come down to that level yet. VIX still has this, so I'm waiting for VIX to. NQ has this. I'm waiting for NQ to come down lower. For some reason, I don't have ES, and I don't have the VIX here, so we can see what's happening. But as soon as NQ came down and tested that level right there, that was it. Right there. Let's go back. Right, NQ came down and tested that level. This is actually real time. As you can see, it goes and right, as you see, I'm not paying attention. Right, it touches it. I didn't set an alert. Buyers are stepping in. All right, so this is real time. All right. So at this point, it seems like price is moving slow. I still have time, waiting for price to like push up, push down. This price is moving like in 10 and 20 tick ranges. Like we have like one candle that's like huge as heck, right? So these are like there goes the 90 here, 80 here, right? These are like 20 point moves on a 1 minute candle. You know, there was one point where the candle was like 50 or 60 points long. So volatility was through the freaking roof. So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. So this is where price actually takes off. So I thought about entering. I'm gonna let this one play out. I'm gonna play it out at 2x speed. So I thought about entering as this price was moving up, because I said, oh, this looks like we're trying to go, right? So the enemy said, I want this. I think we're ready to go, right? But you know, if I'm looking at this here, I see sell, 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 sell. Well, there's nothing here to say, hey, price needs to go up, but price is pushing through. So I thought about entering when this candle closed, because look at that, and then just putting my stop loss underneath there. But that stop would have been, let's go back. There, right? So, but that stop would have been 49.08. The low is at 49.74. Let's call it 60, right? So let's pull up a calculator. All right. So 49.08, yeah, minus 48.60. That's ridiculous. All right, that would have been a 50-point stop. All right, let me pull up the actual chart. This one. All right, right here. So from here to there, all right. Make sure that, yeah, I wanted to enter like this. Okay, 60. Was that 60? 63. Let's call it 63.75. All right, because we're gonna go lower, not push it back up. So 63.75, right? And I likely wouldn't be entering exactly at 49.08, 49.07. Yeah, probably 49.08. Right, somewhere probably even 49.13. Let's call it 49.13. So 49.13 minus 48.67. Wait, the 48 what? 48.63. 50 point stop loss. What is a 50 point stop loss? I do have a risk tolerance for that. It's 1 micro. It's really 1 micro, because I have a trade from 1 micro from 36 to 70 points. That's will cost me about 350 points. So this is times 5 will be 246 points. Right, I have to just go down to 1 micro, right? And then the aim would have been, I think, to the 5100 area, and then I have a 5300 area right here, right? So from here to here, not so much there, but to this 162 points would have been the goal. So 162 times 5, wow, that's 810 bucks, right? Probably would have been iffy on it. No, here, stop loss down here maybe. So we got up here and we're consolidating. You know, if I was able to look for another entry, I probably would enter here, stop loss there, or enter at one of these two. All right, probably would have entered at this one here. All right, this is 20 points. All right, so I'm already halfway, more than halfway above, and then we get out at this 5100 area would have been the goal. I think I had a level there at that time. Let's go to the actual video. All right, so I wanted to enter here. Price took off, not knowing what the heck just happened. I was thinking that, okay, maybe we'll get a pullback. All right, maybe we'll get a pullback. None. No pullback. Right here we had the pullback, and I started debating like, do I look for an entry? Because we have a lot of RSIs. We're kind of above them now. We're holding this level. Maybe look for an entry, right? Thought about it. Price shot up. Look, I don't even know how that candle worked out. That candle was on some steroids. It's 1010. Oh, it's because a news came out that said that Trump was going to put a 90-day hold suspension on the tariffs. I think it's either this leg move or this one here, because this one looked like a whole news move. This was just intense buying, right? And then here we go. So no, I probably would have exited right here. That would have been a good exit. I probably would have held it, see how much I can get out of it, and there goes my level. Bam, hit 51.05. Probably even held it. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, probably out at 50.20. All right, because that was insane. Oh, still going, still going, still going. All right, I don't even know what to make of this. So this candle is over 150 points. This is a 5-minute candle. Over 150 points. All right. Volatility is through the freaking roof. And now somehow I got this thing set up correctly. All right. So this is what we're dealing with. So how could I have found an entry down here? That's the question. All right. We came down with our size, and then we just freaking bounced, consolidated, and then we took off. And I've been thinking to myself like, man, my entries. All right, and there goes my other level. I didn't think we were gonna hit 5300 straight. We went straight to 5300. Right, that was. I don't think we hit 5300 to the T, but we were close, damn near close. This one as high as what? 5285. If I would stop freaking moving my mouse. 52. Goodness. I don't know, 5286 maybe. I can't really tell. Let me just go to the actual charts. This is it right here, right? Highest at 5286.5, right? Right. I mean, this basically that's basically what this level is, isn't it? 1 hour sell is what? It's in here, 5288. Yeah, 5288. It's basically that level. I mean, yeah. So price went straight to that level that I had, and boom, exit. That would have been an intense move, right? If I was able to just ride this up from here with a one pullback pull all up to here, 380 points. That's freaking insane. Wow. That's on 1 micro. That's on 1 micro. That's freaking 1,900 points. $100 on 1 micro. All right. So how could I capitalize on that? I didn't know how to. So this is where this comes in. Right? This. So this is my own personal thing. So my levels drawn, right? Bam, 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 right? We got some buying down here, some buying. I'm not gonna mess with any of this, right? So this is where there's buying, obviously. All right, this is a range chart. Buying took off right here. I just want to see what this is. If we came back straight to it, buying took off right here. That's what we had to buy. Price just said, okay, let's go. Price came back down. All right. We have sell, sell, bounce, buy. Oh, buy. Oh, boom. Okay. Sellers came in. All right. Price broke the trend line. Right, we're selling off right into it. I might be able to just use these. Selling off right into it. I want it to be a little tighter. I don't like how that is. I like this. We kind of like pushed out of it, came back in. But to tell you the truth, I really like this is catching my eye. Alright? Alright. So here we go. We drop down. Buyer step in. Boom. And then probably buy this one right here. Alright? I prefer to buy up here. Buy and breaking that. So stop loss down here, 16 points. That's a major difference versus this one here. What's way up there? So way up here, right? This here is 16 points. This here is 16 points. This here is 24 points. And alright, 40 points. Alright, that's a lot, but I like entering either here, or as price is coming back up, or this one. This one just feels more valid. Stop loss could be here, 16 points, 17 points. This looks good, right? Don't want price to come back below this. I want price to bounce and go. We are buying, but I prefer the price to get above the buyers that was here and hold above these sellers. So if anything, when the buyers came here, the sellers that were there, yeah, it's possible I could have said, hey, let me put a something here, but I'd never get filled. Alright, this shows buying, price comes back down. I'd never get filled. Alright, but I like that. Oh, we have boom, buyer screen. We come into the zone and I just start to look for my entry. Boom, entry here. Stop loss below. Sorry. So let's readjust this. Alright, delete. So now we have a better entry here. Stop loss below. Boom. Right. This is what 16. You know, if I wanted to, that's 24 points. That's still cheaper than the other one, right? So let's be more conservative. Okay, there are sellers down here that failed to hold price below. Right. Say I entered there. Right. Felt a little comfortable. Boom. Okay. So now if I zoom out, we'll go back to our regular chart. We can see that, okay, I entered down here. Now I think they may have been a level over here, maybe or maybe not, but that 100 would have been good. So now we'll say, oh, from here to here, 24 points. Boom, we're already at 2 to 1. I'm not even done yet. I'm still getting started. I want to see price go up to here. Boom, that's 207 bucks. Alright, and then if I'm lucky, if price keeps shooting, we go that extra 200. God damn, 200. Alright, so this is 397, which I think I did that math already. $397 times 5. No, would have been more because now I'm risking 16 points. No, how much points am I risking? I'm risking 25 points, so that'll be 2, right? Not 1, 2 ES. So 10. So 397 times 10 is that. But we're not gonna aim for that. We're gonna aim for, let's say, the 5100, because that's the more plausible place to go to, at least for our first exit, because that's where price looked like it wanted to go. So here, so 209. I think it was a little more than that. Let's bring it back. Right, so this would actually would have went here, I would have been at 120. So 5120, right? 5125. I would probably would have been now. So 5125, right? So 5125. Let's do that here. So 5125. I'm tracking that like that. So let's say here. So 234 bucks times 10. That's 2,340 bucks. Risking 350 bucks. No, risking yeah, 350 bucks. That's a good return. That's a 6.6 to 1, right? And since I'm already up so much here, when we get to this level here, how can I add to it? So let's go back to the chart. All right, let's go back to the chart. We get to that level, we see that price is holding, right? All right, I see a bounce, I see a buy, boom. Let's get above that. Okay, let's go back to the regular chart. Since I use the right, I can't really draw a trend line. Oh, this is an important area. We'll have that pink absorption here. All right, so pink absorption here. All right, that's good. So out of this area, oh yeah, out of that area, this is to 5 here, boom. All right, we got to buy, so maybe buy here, hold above, or more conservative route is that. So here, there goes, price is taking off. So another 24-point risk. I'm already up. How much points are we already up? All right, entering here. 24-point risk, already up 116 points. So 24 points, and I'm already up to 4 to 1. So giving that up, I'm probably just giving back is that 26 points. How much is this? This is 48, so about 26 is about 40, 52. So almost about half of this, right? So giving about half of this, so giving back to so giving back to at least 3 to 1 or less. So I'll take that. I add, let's say I add another 2 more. All right, 2 more things, and we hit that 51.25 where price took me out at, hypothetically. All right, so right about here. So another 118 points. So 118 points, and then 115 points. No, sorry, 118 points, and I have to do like this: 118 plus 115 plus 115, right? Times 10. Yeah, the 3,480. I think I did that wrong, because this should be 3,000. No, I think that's right. 234. Yeah, about 3,480 on just one trade. That's bananas. And then probably hold it and try to get to that high up area. So let's say that I take off 2 up here, right? And I just hold it underneath the 5100. I just take off 2. Or even if I just take off 1, that's a lot. All right, that's 1,000 right there. But I take off 2 or take off 3. I take off all 3, right? And I just leave the other one up here because now I'm already at basically at my gold. I take off 3 and just look for that run to see if we go up there. All right, so I have 3 over here at 212, right? Or at the thing. So um, so 348. So 348 times 7.5. I'm guessing. All right, 2,610. Right. Looking for that runner to go all the way up to here. Looking for that run to go all the way up to there. All right, that's a pretty damn good. Plus 374 times 5. 200. Oh no, I need the history. 2984. Three 74 times 5 plus 2984. Oh my gosh. 374 times 5 plus 2984. Alright, that's pretty damn good. 4,854 bucks on a run trade. Damn good ass return. Alright, so but I'll be happy with just this. Just half. So how do I capitalize on this? Using what I have now, right? Looking for buying above 10k. We can see that. Oh, strong selling, and then buying step in. Buyers come in. Buy 1,000. Buyers step in. Buyers step in down here. A lot of buyers are stepping in down here. Right. Buyers are here. Sellers try to step in. Buyers push up. Sellers try to push down. Okay, there's some selling, and buyers counter. Buyers step in again. So enter here. Boom. That's a good one. Or enter there. Low volume, but boom. But enter here or here, either or, and then stop loss below. All right, now I'm just looking for that entry. We got buyers. Bam. All right, let's go. All right, and then we close that out. After we set that up, boom, we go back to our main chart, and then we just track it. Right, and then we got our size. Go back to this chart. Alright, got some RSIs. I saw this RSI happening. I saw the consolidation. I saw all of that happening. Alright, got the RSIs. Alright, go back to this chart here. Okay, got RSIs. Oh, we got this. Okay. Alright, so we got that. What do we do with that? This is 10 o'clock. Right, I'm almost done. Alright, 10 o'clock. We got that going on here. Buyers are holding this area here. Okay, let's run it. Bam. Alright, so that's basically it. So that's essentially it. The idea of that. Now I did have an idea to get short up here. So price goes into that level. What do I do? Because I had a 1 hour sell, right? Which I probably should have made prominent. I had a 1 hour sell there, right? I had a 1 hour sell. Price came to that level. I was thinking price would go a little higher, but price went to that 1 hour sell. Look at that. Held it, right? We have strong buying. Price pause. We got a sell right here. Okay. Price gets above it or below it. Alright, cool. RSIs. Might enter here. I had a line here before. I think I had something here at that time. Let's go to. Probably can't go back, but I think I had something here that said that hey, price needs to get above. I think I had something here. Could have been this, or could we have a nice double top and price just goes right. Not the best looking price action, but nonetheless it's pretty damn good. We came to that level, came out of it, and then we're ready to go. Probably could have entered as price is breaking these RSIs right here. Stop loss there, 24 points. Pretty tight range. Nice little buy here. Sell. Failed. Could have probably entered here. There. This would have been very tight. Very aggressive. 8 points. Right? And then price just dropped. I was just flabbergasted to see prices drop. Right? Boom. So 8 points. So 8 points would have taken me to 5 minis. 8 points at 253. Let's see. We had a straight drop. No pullback. Yeah, 8 points at 253. We did that calculation also. 5 times 253. No. 5 times 5 times 253. That's 6,000 bucks on the return. Man, these days are coming, right? So now just, you know, okay, we got that. We got a double top. I'm gonna have to, like, you know, see what's going on. Just have this up somewhere by itself, and then just looking at the charts. Okay, we got that. We got maybe something like this here. All right, enter here. Boom, we close. Okay, boom, let's go. 24 points. All right, I'll take that. 24 points gives me 10 micros again. Sorry, 2 micros. And this here. Right, one of the two. Probably this one here. 237. Right, don't need to be greedy for that 237. Yep, so 237 times 10. Right. Aggressive would be that if I'm able to spot that. Would be that there, and then we have right, yeah, 256. So 256 times 25. Right, that's the aggressive 6,400 bucks return. All right. So, like I said, I was looking at that candle, so the RSI is coming in, look good. You know, risk that little 8 points. We'll give me that. If I had one mini, ooh, that'd have been nice. Times 50. Right. That's a solid freaking day. That's a solid day. Times 50. Risking 350. That's a solid day. That's 36. That's a crazy day, right? Monster day. All right, so that's essentially it. I did take, you know, some trade. I took a trade. Let's go over it if I can. I took a trade at 1031. I took a trade. Took a trade at 1031. I went long. Price did move up pretty good, 2-to-1, and then I got stopped out at break at above a certain price level at 264 because I was like, I'm already up 2-to-1, so I got stopped out. So this is 1031. Let's see what it looks like on the charts. 1031. I think I had entered. I felt like I entered late, but over here is where I entered, I believe. At 55 is where it got me in. 31. So maybe around here. All right. And then my stop loss was at 33. Was under this here, right? We had this here, and we're moving. So yeah, entered as it was going. Looked like it was going here, stop loss there, and here, yeah, it was already up to the one, and they just pulled all the way back. Right, so I had to put my stop loss to a little bit above. So yeah, that was that one. Next trade came in at 1040. All right, so about here, and price just took me out. So 1040 to 1041. So 1040. All right, so I took it when we were at 50.03. So price was here. All right, so this looks good. All right, but then price came in, nudged me out, or I exit the trade, one of the two. 4994.75. So I stopped it. I stopped myself out. I just didn't want to go back so much. My level was very good. Here, stop loss should have been down here. So I would have been fine. 15 points. Alright, we went up. Alright, came down. Strong buying here. Selling here that failed. Selling here, got above it. Came back down. Alright, because price went. Right, and that's when I re-entered again at 1043. And then price at 24.75. So about this candle here, price really went in my direction, 44 points, but I ended up getting stopped at 47. Right back here where price came all the way back down. So that sucks. So, but these are poor entries. Entry way down here would have been good. This is chasing the move. Right? Yes, we had a little pullback, but that's chasing the move. Alright, and then I had this trade here at 1047 at 50.38. I think that was it here. But I'm not sure why I took that trade at 1047. Alright, so things need to be balanced off of the here. I may have had a line or something there that says, hey, price may bounce off of this, and that's when I entered. But like I said, I don't have this chart update so quickly that I don't think I have those markings. Oh, I had this one here right afterwards. So yeah, see, look at that. Look how nicely, boom, right, we bounced off of. That would have been the entry. Everything down there, exit, and this lines up with the 5 minute. And then this one here, let me see if I have the line there. There goes the line I was talking about. There it is. Right, broke out of that line. This is where the entry would have been at. Oh, my brain just went into like, yeah, we break out of that line there. All right, let's go. Let's take it. Bam. Right. So these are the things that I'm going to be looking for with this. Where if I'm able to find those resistance lines, support lines, like this is boom. All right, let's see if we get in. Bam, enter at this one right here. A lot of buying. Boom. Could enter here, could enter there. Stop loss down here. All right, my stop will be that. All right, 15 points, and then just ride this mongoose up. All right, so these I think will help reduce my losses a lot and have better entries. All right, I'm done for today.